Hello, my name is Ashley Davis Bush, and I'm the author of Transcending Loss, Understanding the Lifelong Impact of Grief and How to Make It Meaningful. This was published in 1997 under the name Ashley Davis Prend. I wanted to talk with you today about the beginning stages of grief. And chances are, if you've bought this book, you are in the beginning stages of grief. That's very distinct from long-term loss, so it's important to talk about it because the first year of grieving can be so painful and so confusing for people. And I want to just tell you a little bit about the process to help normalize it for you. What I write about in the book, I call it shock, then disorganization, and then reconstruction. And that often spans the first year or so. And that's not to say that you move through these stages distinctly in a linear fashion. They kind of come and go and in and out, and it's more a percentage, so that you have maybe 80% feels like disorganization, and then eventually 40%, and eventually 20%. But you can come to know that you may feel like you're going crazy, and you're not. You may get very confused, and that's to be expected. One of the classic hallmarks of disorganization is not knowing where your keys are, being forgetful. Basically, it's almost a part-time, if not full-time job to grieve, and it takes a lot of emotional energy. So in that first year, once you get out of shock, which has to do with being numb and kind of in denial, and you go into the main stage of disorganization, it's going to be painful. It's going to hurt. It's going to be confusing. And the main thing to know is that that is perfectly normal. It's absolutely what's to be expected. It's the usual and normal response to a loss. And eventually what starts to happen, because people are in the end resilient, if you allow yourself to feel it and process it and be with the pain, it starts to shift, it starts to heal, and you move into more and more into reconstruction, which is starting to reintegrate back into your life. It's a natural process, it's a normal process, and beyond that is what I call synthesis and transcendence, and there are some other videos about that. But in the meantime, while you're in acute grief, it's generally called acute grief, just let yourself be there, let yourself do the work, and know that that stage will pass. For more information and tips and ideas and articles, please visit my website, www.ashleydavisbush.com, and I wish you much peace on the journey.